Hey, I'm gonna go over, oh, what's that like bright thing in my eye? I'm gonna go over compounds, molecules, and atoms. You may have remembered this from last year when you learned about phase changes. You learned about molecules and how they sped up if it was a gas and slowed down to a vibration when they were a solid. So I'm going to go over it more with you today because you may have forgotten it. So let's talk about atoms first. Remember atom is, they have subatomic particles that are electrons, protons, and neutrons. A single atom here would be represented as like one circle. So let me show you here. This is one atom, one atom, one atom, one atom, because it's represented by a circle here, just so you can visualize it. An atom, and I'm going to write this in red, so you should be writing this down as well. An atom is, in a complete sentence, is the smallest unit of matter. And period, all matter is composed of atoms. Period. So making sure that you pause this and write it down. Pause this and write it down. Something else that you should understand is here's the picture that we provided you. Helium, which is something that you fill your balloons with and certain holidays, if they float in the air, then that is helium because it is lighter than oxygen. And here is one single atom of helium, one single atom. After you pause the video, we are moving on. We're going to talk about molecules. Okay, something about molecules, as you can see here in this picture, there are two hydrogen atoms here. So what do you infer a molecule is based on the picture that you see? What do you infer a molecule is based on the picture you see? You can pause this video and you can talk about it with your teachers and with your class. And since you brought it back up, we are going to talk about what a molecule is. So molecules, making sure that you write this down, are composed of two or more of the same type of atom. As you can see here, two or more of the same type of atom. Two, highlighting, or more, I'm going to highlight that, of the same type of atom. That's key, the same type of atom. It needs to be two of the same, two H's, two He's. So for example, if you're going down here, you wanted to do a molecule of oxygen, we need 1, 2. See? This is a molecule because it's the two of the same. We're representing the molecules here, the atoms here as the circles and their colors, so two of the same. If I only had 1, then that is an atom. If I have 2, that is a molecule. Is this a molecule? Yes, it's just 3 or more of the same atom. Is this a molecule? Yes, it is. What about this? Is this a molecule? Yes, it is. It's 2 or more of the same atoms. It says 5 atoms of the same kind, so that is a molecule. What about if I did this? Here, I'm not gonna, what about if I did that? Is that a molecule? Not quite. It's called something else, and we will talk about it because it's not of the same atom. That's one sodium, that's one oxygen. It can't have, it's not a molecule. It's not a molecule. So 2 or more of the same atom. All right, go ahead and pause this and write it down. All right, so since you already did that, we are moving on to, compounds. Compounds. This is a little different. Compounds, what do you think a compound is based on this image right here? What do you think a compound is based on this image of 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen? If you can pause this and you can guess, but what it is a compound is a combination of 2 or more different types of atoms. So it's still, I like to think of it compound, like C-O-M, and combination, C-O-M. See that? See what I did there? That's how I remember it, because it's a combination of different atoms, of 2 or more different. Ooh, different. This is where a compound is different than a molecule because it's two or more different types. It's like a combination of something. Jesus, that light. Okay, so making sure that you pause this and write it down. And we're bringing it back since you've already paused it and written it down, because you should have. Now, let's talk about this. Two or more different types of atoms. Remember how I was like, oh, is this, here, I'm going to copy. Oh, is this a molecule? No, because it's actually a compound. Two or more different types of atoms. This is an orange. This is a purple, meaning that orange is oxygen, purple is sodium. These are different, so that is a compound. Is this the compound? 2 sodium? No, because it is the same type of molecule. What about this? Is this the compound? 1 sodium, 1 potassium? Yes, 2 different types. There's a green and a purple. What about if I do this? Is this a compound? Oh my gosh, these are 3 different colors. It is, is it a combination of 2 or more different types of atoms? Yes, it is. Since it is, then it is a compound. You can always refer back to this section like, oh, is it 2 or more of the same? And nope, it's not, so it has to be a compound. All right, the compounded molecules gets people tricked up, but of course atoms are really easy because it's just one single type of thing. But what you have to understand, 2 different types of things. Is this a compound? Yes. Is this a compound? Yes. Is this a compound? Yes. Is this a compound? No, it's a molecule. All right. So go ahead and review this just when you need to and finish your section, making sure this is all copied down because it's going to help you for the rest of class. Thank you.